Thanks.
And you saw those pictures there of the flooded roadways. We might see that repeated here around the St. George, Utah area. So far, we're looking pretty good on the main roads here, but there has been so much rain coming through, and with more to come, we might see flooded roadways. We might see creek beds that are normally dry coming, filling up and coming out of the banks. Cold front making its way eastward and helping to focus some of the moisture that's coming up from the south. That monsoonal flow still providing the possibility of flash flooding across Utah, on into western Colorado, and southward into Arizona too. Look at all this moisture coming up. Phoenix, you really need to keep your eyes open today for the possibility of some heavy rainfall. We have already seen numerous reports of flooding. You see all these little marks on the map here? That's around the St. George, Utah area, and also back into Nevada and southward here, just at the northern end of the Salton Sea. We had as much as 3 inches of rain reported in Mecca, just south of Thermal there. And we might find more flash flooding problems because more rain's falling in that same area. Flash flood watches are up for southern Arizona, western Arizona, up into southern Utah, and back into southeastern Nevada too. Las Vegas, you are in that. And here's the reason why. Look at the thunderstorms. Look off toward the West Vegas. You see those clouds building? Yeah, you could see those storms move into town here soon with a bit more heavy rainfall. Lots of lightning with these storms that are coming over some of the same areas north of you. And south of you, we're seeing, of course, that steady stream of moisture coming up from Mexico. And there are those thunderstorms right along the Salton Sea I was talking about. This is southwest of Palm Springs, by the way, where we could see more flooding problems there around the state park. So a lot of things to deal with today. And we'll be dealing with perhaps more tomorrow as this moisture moves into Colorado and then into the plains. Look for areas like Denver on up into the northern plains to receive some rain. Let's show you the forecast of what we can anticipate here over the coming hours. Tomorrow, the front right across the plains, and that's where we're going to find the rain from Denver, thunderstorms into Sioux Falls, Minneapolis, North Platte. You really do need the rain desperately here. Good news to see at least some of that. We could use a whole lot more. Dodge City down toward Oklahoma City, Kansas City back toward Wichita, all in need of rainfall too. Here comes the front on Friday into the Midwest, Chicago down toward St. Louis. Look out for some thunderstorms for you. And there will be some cooler temperatures back behind this front too. As a matter of fact, let's talk more about who's going to cool down and warm up. Heather?
All right, and let's take you now into Charlotte, where it is a very comfortable 72, and our temperatures today will remain in the 70s, but our average high for this time of the year is 84. So as you can see, we are experiencing a little bit of a break from the normal temperatures to cool us off, and that will be the case again tomorrow morning as you wake up, so you've got more of that refreshing air that you can open up your windows to and enjoy. 7:04 is when that sun rises, so that's when you'll just start to see that beautiful sunshine coming out. High pressure, that is in place across the mid-Atlantic. And notice here into the Carolinas how we have this flow coming here offshore, or moving onshore, and we can see that we've got that warm-up too in areas on the backside or the western side of the high. Gradually through time, that high will shift a bit, and that will warm up some of our temperatures. But I would say overall in the south, we're fairly consistent in the days to come. We have 83 in Charleston, 82 in Atlanta, 81 in Charlotte, bumping it up just 1 degree. That's it here as we go to time. Then you can see here in the Midwest, we've got very hot temperatures today, but behind our front, folks will be chilling down. What about the progress over the next 7 days? Temps and rainfall, isn't it?
Well, chilling down. We're not going to see it right away here around the plains, but we are seeing nice temperatures, particularly in the morning hours back toward the northeast. You will see warmer temperatures as we get more of a southerly flow of that wind ahead of this next front. And as this front comes through, cooler back behind it, but we got to deal with some strong showers and thunderstorms. The severe threat is going to be pretty low with this. Nevertheless, there will be some lightning tomorrow and the cooler temperatures. There's 70 degrees for a high tomorrow in Minneapolis. On the other side of the front, you'll be in the upper 80s here in Chicago. 80s is what we're going to find across much of the south as we continue on into Thursday. But the thunderstorms, moving very, very slowly eastward, will eventually invade places like Milwaukee, back toward Kansas City, and on into Oklahoma City as well. Temperatures still the warmest ahead of that front, coolest back behind it. It will be warming up again back toward the west, particularly the northwest. back into the 80s again underneath all of that sunshine. Yeah, you thought the 80s were done there around Seattle, weren't you? Not quite, but you will be in the 70s, upper 70s by Friday. More wet weather here. Notice how slow this front continues to push eastward, so the Great Lakes picking up more rainfall both Friday and Saturday, and a little tail of showers and thunderstorms could reach all the way back toward Dallas. The weekend could be a bit wet for you here around New York, and across portions of the south. We'll see more of that along the Gulf Coast here on Monday. Heather?
All right, thanks so much, Nick. And we will have your tropical update coming up as Leslie has worked its magic, or not so good magic, here into Newfoundland. Another also making waves into the Atlantic. We'll have more on that next.